Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatam, Yahweh Shema Taba Hashem Yahushua. This is the Israelite School UPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana, Officer Lahab, and Officer Baal. We're going to go ahead and get ready to start our Sabbath service today. Tune in, watch it, ask questions if you would like. We're going to go ahead and get ready to go ahead and practice a righteous act with Black and Hispanics and Native American Indians, what we should be doing these days, man. These days of turmoil for the whole earth. We over here showing the Most High that we believe and that we know that His mercy and His grace is really upon the children of Israel, man.
That's right.
With that said, let's go ahead and get ready to get started.
Imagine, this means stand, Wapin Yaakov Dam, this means turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathalanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kabawat Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawati Nawa, Wala'a, Tabaya Nawa, Wanasaya 1, Abal, Hawashai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wathapara, Lawalamyam, Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy will be done. No, thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth. As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
Forgive our debtors.
And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us. From evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
This is the prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Baba Kushah. Nathalanawa. Hakak. Larapa'ah. Kal Makala. Ukal Marawa. Hakak. Latahar. Hamatazarayim. Hakak. Lahakwim. Hamathiam. Hakak. Al-Rakawath. Hatama'ala. Lagarashan. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water Aman.
In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you.
Prayer for the blessed Hebrew. Wa Alahayim. Matazabiyah. Alawap Yahana. Ha Alawapyam. Ha Saranyam. Ha Quatazayanyam. Ha Koyoyoyam. Wa Ha Aquatiam. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water Aman.
In the English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahushua. And Michael. And the general. And the angels. Commanding General Yohana. The generals. The captains. The officers. And the troopers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you.
So be it. This is Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a,
Asha'a,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahaharium,
Ahaharium,
Ma'ayan,
Ahayan,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Izaria,
Izari,
Izaria,
Izari,
Ma'aim,
Ma'ain,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shemayim,
Shamayam,
Wa'arataza,
Waharataza,
Al Yathan,
Ayathan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
Al Yanawam,
Ayanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hana,
Ana,
La'a,
La'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Al Yad,
Al Yad,
Yamyaka,
Yamyaka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashemash,
Hashemash,
La'a,
La'a,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Wayarak,
Balayala,
Walayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makaurai,
Makarai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Athnapashka,
Avnapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Taza'afka,
Tasaaka,
Wabawa'aka,
Wabawaaka,
Mayatha,
Mayatha,
Wa'idai Walam.
in the English, I will lift up mine eyes
I will lift up mine eyes
unto the hills,
unto the hills.
from whence cometh my help.
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yahweh
Yahweh
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
He shall the Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. This is Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Al Damayalaka,
Al Damayalaka,
Al Takarash,
Al Takarash,
Wa Al Tashakwat,
Al Tashakwat,
Al
Al
Kayahana,
Hayahana,
Al Yabyika,
Al Yabyaka,
Yahama,
Yahama,
Yawan,
Yawam,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al Imaka,
Aimaka,
Yaira Yamwa,
Yawayama,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayatha,
Wayatha,
Yaitazawa,
Yaitazawa,
Al Tazapawanyaka,
Al Tazapawanyaka,
Amarwa,
Amara,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakakidam,
Wanakakida,
Magalia,
Magaria,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Iwada,
Iwada,
Kaya,
Kayam,
Nawa'ai Tazawa,
Nawa Aitazawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Yakadri,
Al Yaka,
Alyaka,
Baryath,
Maria,
Yakarathwa,
Yakaratha,
Ahalia,
Ahali,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wayashimai,
Wayashamai,
Alayam,
Alayam,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagariam,
Wahagarian,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'aimawan,
Wayamawam,
Wa'aimalak,
Wayamalat,
Halashah,
Halashah,
I'm Yeshabia,
Abishabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gam
Gam
Ashawar,
Ashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
I'm Imam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarawai,
Sarawai,
Labanya Lawat,
Labanya Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha Laham,
Ashalaham,
Kamad, Call, Yashmad,
Shamadwa,
Bayandara,
Ayandara,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La'adama,
La'adama,
Shayathamwa,
Shayathamwa,
Nada,
Nada,
Yamawa,
Yamawab,
Ka'irab,
Kayarab,
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba, go ahead,
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba,
Wakatazal,
Wakazazal,
Mana'ai,
Mana'ai,
Kal Nasa Yam Yakamwa,
Kalnasiya Kamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Nayarashah,
Nayarashah,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Ath,
Ah,
Nayawath,
Lalawath,
Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayathamwa,
Shayathamwa,
Kagagala,
Kagagala,
Kakwash,
Kwash,
Lapanya Rawaka,
Lapanya Rawaka,
Ka'ash,
Kaash,
Dabayaira Yaira,
Tabaya Ira,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahaba,
Talahat,
Talahat,
Harayam,
Harayam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradatma,
Tawadatma,
Basa Iraka,
Basa Ira,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapaska,
Wapaska,
Dabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyahum,
Panyahum,
Qualawan,
Malawan,
Wayabaquashwa,
Wayabaquashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabahawa,
Wayabahawa,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakapawa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadawa,
Wayadayawa,
Kaya Atha,
Kaya Atha,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labadka,
Labadka,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
Al Kaha Rataza.
Akaha Arataza in the English. Keep not thou silence,
Keep not thy silence,
O
O
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace,
Hold not thy peace,
and be not still,
be not still,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For
For
lo,
lo,
thine enemies make a tumult,
thine enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the
have
head.
lifted up the head.
Thy hidden ones. They have
They
said,
have said,
come,
come,
and let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation,
being a nation,
that the name of Yasha'Allah
that the name of Yasharallah
may be no more
be
remembrance.
no more remembrance.
For they had consulted together
But they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They
thee,
are confederate against thee,
the tabernacles of Edom,
tabernacles of Edom,
and the
and the
Ishmaelites,
Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the
and the
Hagarenes,
Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Baal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre,
Assur
Assur
also is joined with them.
joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
to Jabin,
at the brook of
at
Kison,
the brook of Kison,
which perished in Endor.
perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
Became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles
Make their nobles
like Oreb
like Oreb,
and like Zeeb.
like Zeeb,
Yea,
yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
as
as
Sabah
Zabah,
and as Amunah,
as the moon,
who said,
who said,
let us take to
let
ourselves
us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
O my power,
O my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the
as
wind,
the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth a wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame setteth the mountain.
So persecute them
So persecute
with thy
them with
tempest,
thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with
Fill
shame,
their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy
that
name.
they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to
let
shame
them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may
that
know
men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth. So, La Yasha'Allah.
La Yasha'Allah.
Yashab, be seated.
Go ahead. You say 10 and 4, right?
Khan will come.
All right. Pick it up.
Khan will come. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 10, and verse 4 in the Hebrew. Wa'am. Wata.
Is Yah. Yatha for Iowa. Yatha Iowa.
Yathak Iowa. Wanna what? Wanna I?
One wa Iowa.
One wa Idwa. Wow. Kind. Alayak. Hanash ya yum. Ya ayum. Hanash ya ayum. Ra'ashwa.
Ra'asha.
Ra'ashya. Alapya. Yasha'ala. Verse 5.
That may be Al Payah, but that is to Wa a lot. Yeah. We'll figure that out.
Come. With that, I thumb. Thera why? Thera why?
Yeah, Thera why? Thera why? Yeah.
Wanna sa Iowa.
One nasa Iowa, yeah.
Hamaknawath. Hakan Quadama. Verse 6. Wathak. I thumb. Tharawai. Shanawat. Shanayath. Wanasa Iowa. Haimaknawath. Hakanyam. The Yam Dayamana. Dharawai. Yathak Iowa. Lamasa Iwaham. Verse 7. Waba Hakwa. Waba Kwahayal. Ath. Hakwahal. Thath Kwa Iowa. Wala'a. Thara Iwa. Thara Ya Iowa. Haran. Hakahanyam. Wathak Iwa. Yathak Iwa. Bakataza Tazar Wath.
Which one is that?
Verse 8.
Okay, what's it?
Bakataza Tazarawath. I think that's it. What? Let's see, the two tazas, the two tazas back to back. Fourth word, fifth word in verse 8.
The two taz?
Yeah.
Two tazas?
Bakataza Tazari Wath.
Kaz, bakataz, bakatazar,
Tazar Wath.
bakata, tazar, rawath. Yeah. Why they put two? Yeah.
Waha Yawa. Lakam.
Wahayawa. Yeah.
Lakakath. Lakakwath. Iwalam. La Darath Yakam. Verse 9.
You do going towards 11?
10.
That's 6 verses, right?
Uh-uh.
You started at verse 4?
Started at 4, right? Yeah, come on. 4. Wakaya.
I'm bad at counting at 7.
Wakaya. Thaba Awa. Thaba Awa. Malakama. Ba'aratazakam. Al. Hatazar. Hatazarar.
Verse 8?
Or Hatazara.
Yeah, verse 8.
9. Hatazara.
Hatazar Ra. Yeah. Kyle, you right? Hatazar Ra.
Haraitam. Bakataza Tazaria. Tazarwath. Wanazak Ratham. Lapunya. Yahweh. Alahayakam. Wanna wash I thumb. Ma Yab Yakum. Verse 10. Waba Yawam. Shamaxakam. Waba Mawai. Waba Mawa'id Yakum. Wabar Wabara Ashya. Kadashikam. Wath Itham. Tazarath. Al. Ilathicum.
You know what the thing that is? I think that's Bakatas Tazar. I think it's Bakatas Tazaraf. Bakatas Tazaraf. Bakatas Tazaraf. It's one of them words you gotta roll out your tongue a certain way. Bakatas Tazaraf. Bakatas Tazaraf. Something like that. You know that I'm gonna ask about that one, but because it's two tazas, but I don't think you can say the two taza.
Right.
Tataza. Tas Tazaraf. You know how Yasha Allah?
Right.
If you read Yasha Allah, it's not spelled how it's read. I'll show you. But yeah, kind of. Go ahead.
Al. Ilathicum. Wa'al. Zabakia. Shalom Yakum. Wahayawa. Waya Waha Yawa. Lakum. Lazakar one. Lapunya. Alahayakum. Anya. Yahweh. Alahayakum. That's the end of verse 10 in the Hebrew. Taking it back in English. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 10 and verse 4. And if they blow but with one trumpet, then the princes, which are heads of the thousands of Israel, shall gather themselves unto thee. When ye blow an alarm, then the camps that lie on the east part shall go forward. Verse 6. When ye blow an alarm the second time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall take their journey. They shall blow an alarm for their journeys. But when the congregation is to be gathered together, ye shall blow, but ye shall not sound an alarm. Verse 8. And the sons of Aaron, the priests, shall blow with the trumpets, and they shall be to you for an ordinance forever throughout your generations. Verse 9. And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresses you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before the Most High your power, and ye shall be saved from your enemies.
So, like, this is just basically the way to warn, the way to get people gathered up. We did the trumpets, you know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, Black Hispanics, man, we're so good at blowing trumpets, man. I mean, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that was just what the Lord was telling Moses. This is how you assemble, you know, the congregation. If you blow it one time, it means this.
Right.
If you blow it twice, it means this. If you blow it like this, and a warning is like this. Then when you go to war, read it again.
Verse 9. And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets.
And nowadays, look, we don't. None of us can agree that we even have an oppressor in this kingdom that we live in now. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know, some of us don't think we have an oppressor.
Right.
That's because of Christianity. So we don't gather ourselves to, like, we have to disagree sometimes on children being locked up in cages. We have to disagree on the education system. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
We don't agree on it. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we don't agree on it because we vote. Because we're Christians, because we serve the wrong power. God, the Most High said in this verse, it said, if you go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresses you. It means anybody that come up against us. And we blow an alarm. We blow an alarm. We all know that's an alarm. Again, it's like a warning, like when Russia comes over here with missiles, they're gonna blow an alarm. You know, when Ukraine was getting hit with them strikes, there was there was an alarm being blown, but they all knew that something was going on.
Right.
They all knew that was a warning. Blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians, we've been going through. They've been our oppressor has been, the UPK is the alarm.
Right.
The Israelite school UPK, them crazy brothers on them corners, yelling out their lungs on a microphone on a loudspeaker. That is the alarm for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to know that we have an enemy that has been warned against us. Read on.
And ye shall be remembered before the Most High your power, and ye shall be saved from your enemies.
And this alarm, it was for the Lord to remember us, to see and look down on us and say, okay, my people have an enemy. My people that serve me, my people that practice the righteous act, my people that keep the commandments, my people that follow the law, my people that have brotherhood, my people that are, are priests and prophets and holy. They need me right now, and I'm gonna remember them. Because just the act of blowing the we don't do what the Lord says. That's why some of us, the majority of us, people that are not in the truth, come in when is it? What they celebrating now? St. Patrick's Day.
Good night.
We don't do what the Lord says because the Lord never commanded for us to do that. We don't, as a people, we don't do what the Lord says because the Lord never commanded for us to celebrate, the 4th of July. We don't, that's why the Lord don't remember us right now. He remembers he remembers us now because of the UPK. That's why. And he'll remember us even more when all of us start being on one accord, man. Read on.
Verse 10. Also in the days of your gladness, and in your solemn days, and in the beginnings of your months, ye shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings, and over the sacrifices of your peace offerings, that they may be to you for a memorial before your power. I am the Most High your power.
And then not only in times of danger do we blow an alarm, you also blow an alarm in times of gladness and in times of solemn days or the feast days, like coming up April 15. What is it, April 17? April 15, right? April 15, the Passover, the UPK, we blow the trumpets. And those are days of gladness. Those are days when we're gathered together in gladness and we blow the alarm. So these are just, imagine why this was done. This was done so that the whole multitude can hear it. That's why they do alarms, nuclear bomb warnings and missile warning. That's how people get aware of things. But the only people that are not aware of things in this kingdom is Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. See, we think that if you have an alarm being blown when we hear it, we think that, okay, it may be war, but we think there's a war against us too because we're part of where we live in America or we live in this land. But in reality, that war has nothing to do with us. So if we separate from this place, from their holidays, from their way of thinking, from their religion, I promise you, when the other nations go to war against this place or against this kingdom, they're gonna know that the children of the Lord, though, they're not getting involved. They're not part of America anymore. And they'll think about it 3 or 4 times before they even think about coming up against us. Because the Lord will be with us. Is that it?
Come.
Let me read 11.
Come.
The book of Exodus. I mean Salakia, the book of Numbers, chapter 10, verse 11. Wayahaya, Bashan, Bashana, Hashanyath, Bakadash, Hashanya, Ba'aish Rayam, Bakadash, Na'ila, Ha'ainan, Ma'ila, Mashakan, Ha'aidath, verse 12. Wayasaiwa, Waya, Wayasaiwa, Ya'ala, Yaham, Mamadabar, Sayanya, Wayashakan, Ha'ainan, Ma, Bama, Bamadabar, Paran, verse 13. Wayasaiwa, Baraash, Na, Al, Paya, Yahweh, Bayad, Masha, verse 14. Waya, Wayasai, the Gal, Makana, Banya, Yahawada, Baraash, Baraashan, no, Baraashna, Latazaba Atham, Wa'al, Tazaba'al, Tazabawa, Tazaba'awa, Tazabawa, Salakia, Tazaba'a, no, Salakia, Taza, Tazaba'awa. Couldn't get that to roll out. Nakash, Nakashwan, Ban, Aymaya, Nab, Salakia. Ibayan Daba, no, Aymayan Dab, Mata, Anya, Yashash,
Come on, man. That's you.
oh, Yashikar, Salakia. You're right. See, that's what I'm saying. Yashikar Khan. Khan, Khan, Salakia. Um, Nathan, Nathan, Nathana, Nathan, Nathan Al, Ban, Tazawa'id, verse 16. Wa'al, Tazaba'a, Mata'a, Banya, Zabalawam, Alayab, Ban, Al Kalan, verse 17. Waha Warab, Hamashikan, Ban Zaiwa, Banya, Gara Shawan, Banya, Ma, Maraya, Nasha, Nasha'aya, Hamashakan. I'm going to 18.
No, that's it.
All right, pick it up in English.
In the English, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 10, verse 11. And it came to pass on the 20th day of the second month in the second year that the cloud was taken up from off the tabernacle of the testimony. Verse 12. And the children of Israel took their journeys out of the wilderness of Sinai, and the cloud rested in the wilderness of Paran. Verse 13. And they first took their journey according to the commandment of the Most High by the hand of Moses. Verse 14. The standard of the children of Judah according to the armies, and over his host was Nahshon, the son of Amminadab. Verse 15. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Issachar was Nathaniel, the son of Zuar. Verse 16. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Zebulun was Eliab, the son of Helon. Verse 17. And the tabernacle was taken down, and the sons of Gershon and the sons of Merari set forward, bearing the tabernacle.
Go ahead, read another 7 verse.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 10, verse 18 in the Hebrew. Wanasai, the Gaul, Makana, Ra'awaban, Ra'aban, Reuben, right? Latazab, Latazabatham, Latazabatham, Latazabaatham, Wa'al, Tazabaawa, Al Yatazawar, Bun, Shadya Awar. Verse 19. Wa'al, Tazabah, Tazaba'ah, Mata, Bunya, Shalom, Shalom Ya'al, Bun, Tazawarya, Shadya. Verse 20. Wa'al, Tazaba'ah, Mata, Bunya, God, Al Yasap, Bun, Dai Wa'al, the I Wa'al. Verse 21. Wana Sa'iwa, Hakwahathium, Nasha'aya, Hamakwadash, Wahakwayamwa, Ath, Hamashakan, Id, But
Mhm.
verse 22. Wana Wana Sa'ai, Degal, Makana, Bunya, Aparium,
Aparium.
Aparium.
Mhm.
Ephraim,
Oh, Aparium too.
Khan. Latazaba, Latazaba Atham,
Mhm.
Al,
Mhm.
Alayash, Alaya, Sham, Alasham, Alaya Shamai, Bun, Ima, Imaya, Wad, Imaya, Hawad. Verse 23. Wa'al, Tazaba'ah, Mata, Bunya, Manasha, Gama, Gamalia, Al, Bun, Pada, Tazawar. Verse 24. Wa'al, Tazaba'ah, Mata, Bunya, Bunyamin.
Mhm. Banyam yam.
Shout out to Cap. Ab, Ab, Abaya, Abadyawa, Ab, Ab, Abba Yadwa, Bun, Gada I Wanya, Gada Gadai Wanya, Gada I Wanya. And that's the end of verse 24. Taking it back into English. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 10, and verse 18. And the standard of the camp of Reuben and over the host of the tribe of the children of Simeon was Shelumiel, the son of Zerushadai. Verse 20. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Gad was Eliasaph, the son of Deuel. Verse 21. And the Kohathites set forward, bearing the sanctuary, and the other did set up the tabernacle against they came. Verse 22. And the standard of the camp of the children of Ephraim set forward according to their armies, and over his host was Elishama, the son of Amihud. Verse 23. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Manasseh was Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur. Verse 24. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Benjamin was Abadan, the son of Gideoni. That's it.
I think in verse 24.
Come on,
Pick it up. Let's just pick it up in English from here on out. So
come
we
on.
got how many?
Four more.
How more? Well, let's go ahead and pick it up in English. Let's go ahead.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 10, and verse 25. And the standard of the camp of the children of Dan set forward, which was the reward of all the camps throughout their hosts, Amishadai. Verse 26. And over the host of the tribe of Asher, of the children of Asher, was Pagiel, the son of Okran. Verse 27. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Naphtali was Ahira, the son of Enan. 28. Thus were the journeyings of the children of Israel according to their armies when they set forward. Verse 29. The Midianite, Moses' father-in-law. We are journeying unto the place of which the Most High said, I will give it you. Come thou with us, and we will do thee good. For the Most High has spoken good concerning Israel. Verse 30. And he said unto him, I will not go, but I will depart to mine own land and to my kindred.
He would not. What wouldn't he do?
I will not go.
Who is this? This is Moses' father-in-law,
Colonel Khan.
which was a heathen, right?
Colonel Khan.
Moses' father-in-law was a heathen. And that was his father-in-law. And he said, I ain't going with y'all though, because I'm not your people. You take my daughter because she married you, but I'm going back to where? To who? I'm going back
I will
where?
depart to mine own land.
To my own land. Go ahead.
And to my kindred.
And to my who?
My kindred.
And to his own kindred. Go ahead.
Verse 31. And he said, leave us not, I pray thee, for as much as thou knowest how we are to encamp in the wilderness, and thou mayest be to us instead of eyes.
He was like he knew that area. He just knew that area. Moses was like, man, nah, don't go yet. You know, you know what's up around here. Go ahead.
This is the next set of 7. Verse 32. And it shall be if thou go with us, yea, it shall be that what goodness the Most High shall do unto us, the same will we do unto thee. Verse 33.
And he said, look, if you do this for us, meaning you're the one that's familiar with this wilderness. Well, if you do it for us, then when the Lord blesses us, we'll have mercy on you. We'll be good to you. You'll be rewarded. See, this is not an example of us loving the heathens. This is an example of us being fair have these days. That's why Native American Indians need to be the ones ruling the earth. Because in our law, in the understanding of the Lord, we know that a man, no matter who he is, still has to be righteous and just, and justice has to be served. America is not just. America is unjust. But the Lord, the children of the Lord, once when we are under our constitution, under our law, listen, even the heathens will be glad that we're ruling over them, right? Am I not right, Boz? Because we won't do to them like the oppressor is going. The main oppressor is going to get even that. He's going to get the justice done back to him. He's going to serve the slavery just like we serve the slavery, right? And he got to pay it back in interest. And with the same blood that he shed, he got to pay it blood. That's not what we're going to, that's the Lord's doing. But the other nations that mistreated us, they're going to get their punishment also, because that's a reward. Go ahead.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Go ahead.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
But when wicked people rule, the people mourn. That's why them Ukrainians are mourning right now. And thank God to the most earth is seeing that your leaders, the people ruling this earth today, are not meant to be ruling. See, because Moses' father-in-law was a heathen. In the Israelite school, UPK said, with no heathens allowed. But at that time, he did something we asked him a favor, and Moses told him, listen, yeah, you know you got to go back to your kindred. You know you got to go back to your land because you're not an Israelite. But if you do this for us, whatever good the Lord do to us, we'll do to you. Meaning we'll be fair with you.
Right.
And that's what a righteous people do on earth, is do fair things, like do just things. So that's what this is an example of a Moses was a just man. Go ahead.
Verse 33. And they departed from the mount of the Most High 3 days' journey, and the ark of the covenant of the Most High went before them in the 3 days' journey to search out a resting place for them. Verse 34. And the cloud of the Most High was upon them by day when they went out of the camp. Verse 35. And when it came to pass, when the ark set forward, that Moses said, Rise up, Most High, and let thine enemies be scattered, and let them that hate thee flee before thee. Verse 36. And when it unto the many thousands of Israel.
When the morning he said, "Rise up, Lord, go scatter our enemies." Like go scatter the enemies that the ones that hate you. Go execute vengeance on them. And when at night, come back to Israel. That's what the Lord. That's what the Israelite School UPK is saying now. We beg the Lord to um um let loose all the terrorists. Let loose all the wars.
Right.
Whatever what's going on in Russia and Ukraine and in the world right now, the UPK has been supplicating to the Lord, praying to the Lord that He does these things. And then we are saying that, look, let it be known that it is you that are doing it, that is doing it. Let it be known. Let it be televised throughout the whole world that what the Israelite School UPK has been saying, let it be known that this is your doing. Let it be, go scatter your enemies and then come back to Israel. Come back to your thousands of children of Israel. The whole entire earth is fighting in today's kingdom and in this day and age, when they're destroying each other's lives, when they're blowing each other to smithereens, they ain't gonna be worrying about these niggas and these spics. The Lord's coming back to us, and we'll be flourishing, and they'll be smittered. They'll be pulverized. Man, go ahead.
I see Russia unleashed the hypersonic missile yesterday.
Listen, man,
It was glorious in my sight.
I was watching that whole documentary, and I almost think that now I'm starting to think that Putin is in control of a whole lot more things than I thought he was. I think that devil has a lot of power. Go ahead.
He is Esau too.
He is bloodthirsty.
Right.
That is the truth. Vladimir Putin is the real spirit of the what Esau really was. A mighty man, a hunter in the willing to risk it all for his own greed and his own accomplishment and his success. Like listen, YouTube's got a whole documentary about him, but the way they depict him is like tyrannical. But it's almost like he wants to be portrayed like this. Like he wants to be portrayed like, the great, the Vladimir the Great, Putin the Great, and it's crazy. It's crazy, but he's showing the world that he look. We're not weak,
Right.
but in reality, the Lord said, the scripture says, I'm paraphrasing, the pride of thy heart has deceived you.
Right.
The pride of thy heart has deceived every oppressor that has ever existed on this earth. It has deceived America, it has deceived Russia. They're all being deceived by their own pride. And the scripture said that pride comes before what?
Fall.
Before the fall. And while they're going to be fighting each other, every nation's going to be going to the YouTube. One of the YouTube ladies, and I don't even know their name. I was just watching. They're like political figures that was in embassies or whatever in Russia. Or one of them, she said, it's not about whether we think we're in World War III. They're already talking about World War III. Like She said it like this. She said, it's not about, and I'm just sidebar a little bit, it's not about whether we think we're in World War III. It's about if Putin thinks we're already in War. Like, it's not about America joining the war. It's him thinking, okay, they already in the war because if he said we're in World War III, we're in World War III. Basically, what she was saying. But like we can say, nah, ain't no World War III. But he's like, no, we are in World War III. Everybody is my enemy right now. Whoever's not with me is definitely my enemy. So man, it's getting crazy, man. That's what that's what Moses is saying. Go scatter your enemies, Lord, O Most High. Then come back to us so that we can be in peace. So that we can be flourishing. Go ahead.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 1. And when the people complained, it displeased the Most High. And the Most High heard it, and his anger was kindled. And the fire of the Most High burnt among them and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp.
Good night. Go ahead.
Verse 2.
And the Lord, the Lord is such a mighty power that he's showing this how the Lord is, man. The Lord is righteous and just, but he executes judgment when it's necessary to be executed, which is right. And he said, look, when the people complained, the Lord said he was angry at that. He was angry that they complained because the Lord had just taken us out of Egypt. Is trying to give us a kingdom, and we're complaining.
Right.
We're complaining instead of serving. We're complaining instead of keeping the commandments. We're complaining. It's too hard. It's too hard to eat. I gotta eat some pork. Go ahead.
And if that ain't blacks, Hispanics.
Yeah, that's blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians all day.
All day.
I want to celebrate the 4th of July. I know the Lord. I know I don't say it like that, but it's for the kids. Why can't I celebrate Christmas? Why can't I just want to burn some fireworks, man. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Like, I can't eat pork? You in the so imagine the Lord destroy the nations, and then we become supreme in this earth, which we will, and then we hear somebody saying, "Man, I wish we was back in America. I wish America would have never." That would be some of your celebrities. That would be some of your celebrities, and the Lord will consume them because that's the disease in our nation.
Right.
For people that it's Stockholm syndrome, people that have been in here, and our ancestors have been destroyed by this place, and we don't look at it like that. We say, "Well, it never happened to me." Go ahead.
Verse 2. And the people cried unto Moses, and when Moses prayed unto the Most High, the fire was quenched. This is the 6th set of 7.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 3. And he called the name of the place Taberah, because the fire of the Most High burnt among them. Verse 4. And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting, and the children of Israel also wept again, and said, Who shall give us flesh to eat? Verse 5. We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt. Freely.
What? We did what?
Remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt.
Oh my God, we remember all them good restaurants we had in America.
Right.
Oh man, we had plenty in America. We had welfare in America. We had plenty food in America. Go ahead.
The cucumbers.
Oh my God.
And the melons.
Which you were the one picking. Read on.
And the leeks.
And
the onions. And the garlic. Verse 6. But now our soul is dried away.
And so the Lord's taking us into the wilderness, took us out of Egypt, promised us a land, showed us these miracles though, showed us we were free from the Egyptians, showed us these miracles. And now because we don't have fish and we don't have fruit, that we can't stand a little tribulation, a little hardship. We can't take it by us.
Tired of eating this bread
Tired
every
of
day.
eating this bread every
This
day.
manna. This manna
This
every day.
manna, the manna from heaven in the wilderness where there's probably nothing to eat.
All right.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. But now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all besides this manna before our eyes.
Mm,
Verse 7.
mm,
And the manna was as coriander seed,
mm.
and the color thereof as the color of bdellium.
We don't. I don't know what kind of color that is. I would guess it's something like beige. Like I don't know. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And people ground it in mills,
Mhm.
or beat it in a mortar,
Mhm.
and baked it in pans, and
Mhm.
made cakes of it. And the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil. Verse 9. And when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it.
Mhm.
Then Moses heard the people weep throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent, and the anger of the Most High was kindled greatly.
So people weren't happy, weren't satisfied with the manna. They remember Egypt. They remember Egypt, man. Just like what's going to happen in America when America gets destroyed, our people would not understand the hardship. We may have to go through a little hardship to rebuild ourselves, but we're already in hardship.
Right?
But some of us is gonna miss America. Oh man, what's in America everybody loves? Um, what what's something people like to do here in this place?
Watch sports.
Watch sports. They're gonna miss the sports.
Go
We
to the
can't watch
movies.
football no more.
Go to the movies.
We can't, we can't eat, them that good old burger. Like we don't understand. And he was trying to see who was worthy
Right?
of the reward. Just like General UPK Muhammad said, without demons, unworthy people would be rewarded, would have great rewards.
Mhm.
So these people that were complaining, that demon inside of them was telling them Egypt, Egypt, and they were unworthy to get the reward that was promised. Go ahead.
Moses also was displeased. Verse 11. And Moses said unto the Most High, wherefore hast thou afflicted thy servant?
Mm.
And wherefore have I not found favor in thy sight?
And even Moses was like, "Dang, I'm gonna complain to the Lord because they over here complaining to me. Let me go complain to the Lord too. Go ahead."
That thou layest this burden of all this people upon me.
Mm.
Verse 12. Have I conceived all this people?
Mm.
Have I begotten them?
Mm.
That thou shouldest say unto me, carry them in thy bosom,
Mm.
as a nursing father beareth the sucking child. Verse 13. When have flesh to give unto all this people?
Mm.
For they weep unto me, saying, give us flesh that we may eat.
Mm.
Verse 14. I am not able to bear all this people alone. Thou deal thus with me. Kill me, I pray thee,
Mm.
out of hand, if I have found favor in thy sight, and let me not see my wretchedness.
Mm.
Verse 16. And the Most High said unto Moses, gather unto me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom thou knowest to be the elders of the people, and officers over them,
Mm.
and bring them unto the tabernacle of the congregation,
Mm.
that they may stand there with thee.
Mm. The complaining was so great that Moses was like, "Man, look, Most High, why I got to deal with this? Kill me instead. Just let me not deal with this, because I didn't birth them. I didn't promise them this land. You did." Now Moses was a good lawyer. I'm gonna tell you that.
Hmm.
He's a good mediator. That's why he's compared to Christ in a way, like a mediator. That's what Christ does for us. That's what Christ does for us. That's why his death, like we don't we don't understand that Moses was doing that. He had to go and talk to the Lord on behalf of us, but he couldn't take it. It was too much. But he didn't understand things like our big brother, like our King Christ did. Christ know our burdens. Christ know what we're going through here in America, right?
Right.
That's why this time around, us, the Israelite School UPK, the brothers in here, we understand. That's why it's about why everything in here is about being, put through a test. And the UPK is never, it's always hardship. It's always we keep that warrior in us, boss,
Sir.
because we understand that we living in a harsh time. The life is not fair, but it is warfare. All right, with that,
Imagine.
go ahead and wrap up the Sabbath service. A few comments.
Men of Israel, gird up thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah. Imagine.
Yah Bar Shimel Shabaraka Yah.
Yah Bashim Yah Shabrak Yah. Yah Bashim Yah Shabrak Yah. Sar.
Saul. There you go.
Welcome Yah Akudam. He's turning facing east. We'll say these prayers. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh. Malakwaka. Daba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Lathalanawa. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalaklanawa. Kabawathnawa. Kasalaknawa. Kabawathinawa. Wala'a. Dabayanawa. Banasai one. Abal. Hawashanawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwath. Waha'ala. Wathapareth. La'awalamium. Aman.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
This is the prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Baba Kushah. Nathalanawa. Hakak. Hakak. Larapa'ah. Kal Makala. Wakal Marawa. Hakak. Latahar. Hamatazarayim.
Power. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leper, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it.
This is the prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Maki'ala.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazabiyah.
Matazabiyah.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Ha Alawapim.
Ha Alawapim.
Ha Saranyim.
Ha Saranyim.
Ha Quatazayanyim.
Ha Quatazayanyim.
Ha Koyayoyim.
Ha Koyoyoyim.
Wa Ha Aquatium.
Wa Ha Wathium.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Bahashim Yahweh Shah.
Tawara Aman.
Tawara Aman. In English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it.
This is Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahahariam.
Ahahariam.
Ma'ayan.
Mayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isariam.
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 Ma'aim.
Ma'aim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Yamayam.
Wa Arataza. Al Yathan.
And Thun.
Lamawat. Regalka.
Regalka.
Al Yanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Ayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Ayah.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Oman.
Hashamash.
Ashamas. Shamar. Shamar. Apaska. Yahweh.
Shamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'athka.
Taza'athka.
Wabawa'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Mayatha.
Mayatha.
Wa'aidai walam.
I will. In English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my made him to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
This is Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Al Damayalaka.
Al Damayalaka.
Al Dakarash.
Al Dakarash.
Wa Al Dashikwat.
Wa Al Dashikwat.
Al Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awayabika.
Awayabika.
Yahama.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al Aimaka.
Al Amaka.
Ya'arawayamwa.
Yawayamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Ya'aitazawa.
Ya'aitazawa.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakida.
Wanakakida.
Magalia.
Magalia.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwada.
Iwada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'aitazawa.
Nawa'aitazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Al Yaka.
Ayaka.
Baryath.
Baryath.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahalia.
Ahalia. Adawam.
Wayashima.
Gariam.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'aimawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'aimalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashath.
Palashath.
I'm Yashabia.
I'm Yeshabia.
Tazwar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nalawa.
Lanawa.
Imam.
Iman.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha,
Aisha,
Laham,
Laham,
Kamadia,
Kamadium,
Kasaya,
Kasaya,
Sara'ah,
Sara'ah,
Kayabium,
Kayabium,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Kwayashwan,
Kwayashwan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Bayandara,
Bayandara,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La'adama,
La'adama,
Shayathamwa,
Shayathamwa,
Nadaya Mawa,
Nadaya Mawab,
Kairab,
Kairab,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakazaba,
Wakazabak,
Wakazabak,
Wakatazal,
Wakatazal,
Mana'ai,
Manai,
Kal Nasayam, Salakia, Kal Nasayakamwa,
Kanasa Yakamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Naya Rasha,
Nayarasha,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Ath,
Ath,
Na'awath,
Na'awath,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayathamwa,
Shayathamwa,
Kagagala,
Kagagala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Rawaka,
Rabu, Rayam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradapma,
Taradama,
Basaira,
Basaira,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapaska,
Wapaska,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'am,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kualawan,
Kualawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayawakashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabahawa,
Wayabahawa,
Aja'ai,
Ayaid,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakapawa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadawa,
Wayadayawa,
Kaya'atha,
Kayatha,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labadka,
Labadka,
Al-Yawan,
Ayawan,
Al-Kaharatazah,
Akaharatiza. In the English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more remembrance. For they had consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes, as Sabah and as Almuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame, setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth.
Sar, men of Israel. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel. Amajim Shabbat, Amajim Barak, class dismissed.
Shalom, Yabba Shah Shabbat Thumb, Howard Shema, Thumb, Shah Shah.